Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be um, pretty much two videos in one. I figured it'd just be too short of a videos to do it any other way, especially what I'm opening. So right now, what you see here is a Mishimoto shift knob. The reason I went with this is I had one in my Miata, and I really liked the way it felt and the weight of it. Like the quality of it, so I figured I would go ahead and pick up another for my 8.6. The one in the Miata had the threading for the Miata, so it wouldn't really fit for this, and I pretty sure when I sold my Miata, I got rid of it. It went with the Miata. So reason I got this, another reason I got this was got an Amazon gift card for Father's Day, and pretty much purchased this, and I also purchased the next product that I'll be opening up. But first I'm going to go ahead and open this up and we'll kind of take a look at it. So Mishimoto shift knob, I got the black. Other side pretty much just says Mishimoto shift knob black, made in Taiwan. There's these two staples right here, one on one side, one on the other. Pretty easy to pop open though. And go ahead and pull this whole thing out. Alright, so you got these three pieces here. These will be for different thread patterns for your shifter, and you just got to pick the right one. And then they should be able to just screw onto your vehicle. Each one's a different one. And then we have the shift knob itself. If you look, it's got the M for Mishimoto, and then you can see the thick thread pattern in there. And what you'll do is you'll take the correct one for your shifter, and you're gonna shove this thing in there pretty much as far as it could go until it's even with this right here, and then that's pretty much how you'll be able to thread it on and off of your vehicle. But it's got some decent weight to it. It says it's black, but it almost has more of like a black chrome look to it. And that's what my last one had, and that's what I kind of liked about it. But I really like the weight to this. So this is the very first thing that I'll be unboxing. And here in the next clip will be the next thing that I'm unboxing. And then we'll go ahead and install both the products. So, give me a second. Hey guys, so here's the second part of the unboxing and then eventually install. Just a second ago you guys saw me unbox the Mishimoto shift knob, and right now I'm going to show you what I got along with it. So, let's see, sorry, it came out of focus there. So if you look, it says it's Dewhel, D-E-W-H-E-L, the same people that made my front license plate frame, and it says it's for a T86, GT86, Scion FRS, new. What's interesting is the other label on there. It looks like a D-E-U-H-E-L, maybe it's D-E-W-H-E-L. That's probably what it is, D-E-W-H-E-L, just like the brand. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Anyways, let me open this up. Alright, probably tell what it is already. Alright, so this is your reverse lockout. This is what goes right underneath the shifter, and you pull up on it to take the car out of, or to be able to put the car into reverse. I decided to go with a red one. I think that's what I'm going to do as far as theme goes, is do like a red theme on the car. I might actually mix some blue and red in there and kind of do like a red, white, and blue, just a little bit of red here, a little bit of blue, but not too much to where it's just obnoxious. But this is pretty much it. This is what it looks like, and hopefully it fits good, and I'll let you guys know about the install and how to install here soon. Alright, so I watched another YouTube video on how to swap this out, so hopefully I do it correctly. Obviously the first thing you're going to do is going to take off your original shift knob. Then you're supposed to be able to put it into third gear, and then there's a pin that's in this hole right here. I'm not exactly sure where it lines up, but what I did is I grabbed an Allen key, and I'm going to try to find out where this pin is, and you're supposed to be able to just pop it through the other side. And then by doing so, it'll allow you to remove this whole entire reverse lockout. The other thing you're going to need to do is pull the leather boot off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So there's the leather boot coming off. I'll shove it down as far as I can go. Alright. And then, like I said, there's supposed to be a pin there, and I'm not 100% sure where it's supposed to line up or how it's supposed to line up. So I gotta figure that out real quick. Let me see if I could set up the camera where you guys could just watch me. Alright, so what I've done is I decided to go with this flat tip screwdriver a little bit instead. I got the car in third gear. I have myself just a small hammer, and I'm just tapping this into place, and it takes a little bit, but you can see there's a little pin that's popping out on the other side, and then I just need to keep pushing through. There's actually a little piece of plastic, but that kind of just proves to me that something's pushing through, so I gotta just keep hammering until it pops out. So I'm just gonna do that off camera real quick. Hey, so I was off video for a while. I pretty much had to destroy my reverse lockout because the pin, when I was pushing it through, broke halfway, so then it wouldn't push through anymore. So I needed to basically cut this portion off so that I could just pull it out. And then it's hard to see, but inside here, I'll grab it, there we go. You can see that little piece that comes up. The pin broke off in there, and there was no way for me to get it out anymore, so I had to basically, like I said, break everything off. The problem is, though, is now I don't have a pin to put in its place, so I'm gonna have to go pick up one so that I could put it in there, so that I could finish installing the reverse lockout and everything. I might put something there temporarily in its place, kind of just to hold it in place for now. I'm not exactly sure what I'll use, maybe a nail or something. Something that I could just pop out later and put the correct part in. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So if you do run into that issue, if you don't care about breaking your stock reverse lockout pull, then just crack it, and then you'll get access to everything. I'm going to probably go ahead and try using a nail, something like this that's not bent though, and use that to install everything. Alright, so let me explain what I did here. As you can see, this moves up and down. I just have an Allen key that I just pushed all the way through for now. If you look down here, not hard to see, but there's this little collar right here. That collar moves up and down when you move this up and down, and that's how your reverse lockout works. So the easiest thing to do is I took a small flat tip screwdriver and I kind of just found the bottom, and once I found the bottom, you could move the whole thing up and down. You could kind of get some better leverage here. There, you can see how the red is moving up and down. So by wiggling that up and down, that allowed me to move this into place. So the next step that I need to do is get my shifter on. Sorry. So this is what will screw onto place. So I'm going to put it on there. There we go. Had it upside down. Put it on there as much as I can. Now, I said in the past that I had one of these on my Miata. So I know for a fact, whoops, sorry, finger. I know for a fact that it gets hard to screw this thing all the way down. So there's two things you could do. You could take your shifter and get it on there as much as possible. And then that should help you slowly move it down. But there's probably going to come a point where it just doesn't go anymore. Hopefully that's all the way down. If it's not all the way down, so you see I have a few threads left on there. That's pretty much as I could go. But now that I take the shifter off, you can see that little plastic insert is now there, and it's pretty much flush with the top of the shifter, but I need it and want it to go down a little bit longer. So I'm going to use my locking pliers here, and I will use them to basically grab on to the shifter, and I'm just going to make it keep going all the way down to the bottom. Now I'm being careful to just only grab it not where the threads are, but where the little plastic stop is, because I don't want to ruin the threads. It is just like a plastic type material, but it should allow me to get this lower. So I'm going to keep working on that until it's all the way down. Alright, as you can see, it's a lot lower, and you can see why I'd say you try to be careful, because you don't want to get into the threads there. Now it's just a matter of getting your handle to line up, and then you want to make sure you don't cross thread this, so I always recommend going backwards first and then slowly getting it on. Alright, let me go ahead and finish turning this, and then I'll... Alright, so have it all the way on, and it is all the way down. So another thing I don't like is you do need the room to be able to pull this up so that you can get it in and out of reverse. But what I don't like is that it leaves this little plastic sleeve there. Not sure what I'm going to do to make that like go away. I might just maybe find something that I could put into place, maybe a piece of fabric or some sort of collar that might be able to just slide over the top and kind of slide up and down with it. But until I get a new pin, this is pretty much installed. It is kind of a hack job because I had to break my original pool, but it's on there, it's functional, does what it needs to do. I can't get into reverse unless I pull this up. I do like the way that the whole thing looks, other than this little piece right here, but as I said, that goes away. It's just a matter of hiding it. On the stock shifter, there was just a little recess in there for it to pull out. This little metal collar right here kind of just hid that from being seen. So I don't know, I might figure something out, maybe something that could just rest on this, that's wide enough that will just go up and down with it, that will hide it. Maybe just a small little piece of fabric that I could put there that will go up and down with it, like a mini boot. We'll see what I need to do, but until then I need to get a push pin for this so that I could pull this Allen key out and make this work correctly. But that's it. Hope you guys like it. If you are going to buy Mishimoto knob, understand that it's not going to have the little spot that comes over. And this is Dewhel from Got it from Amazon Prime. I guess the one thing I'd say I wouldn't like about it is it didn't come with the replacement pin, so I do have to go get my own. Alright, thank you guys. Hit like, hit subscribe.